Today we're fixing up a couple of PS4 Slims. Let's get to it. So the problem with these PS4 Slim drives has nothing to do with the software, nothing to do with video or any of those types of problems. It's all has to do with the disk drives, apparently. Fired this one up. It works, no problems. In terms of the software, gets on the internet, downloaded the software updates, everything was good in that way, and then I tried a disk. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is try and put a disk in. It goes in okay, but clearly a little slow. The disk reads okay, so there's no problem with the laser or the drive itself. Everything reads fine. But it's even funnier when we try to eject the disk. First off, it takes forever. Ooh, that's actually the fastest I've ever seen it eject it. It takes like 3 times for it to get the disc out. So I'm thinking it's probably just dirty inside. So let's open her up, clean the rollers, clean the inside of the DVD drive, and hopefully that restores the functionality and gets this guy back rolling again. Okay, so we're just going to disconnect the power and disconnect the video. And we got to open her up. This one apparently has already been opened by someone before, so yay. So this is a T8 security bit in order to get that off. Then apparently all we have to do is pull up on these corners. Just can't get that one side done clip. There we go. And then you just kind of push it back and it'll pop right off. And yeah, look at that. That's got a little bit of dirt in it. Oh yeah, a lot of dirt in it. So apparently we have to undo this Phillips screw because it goes through to the power supply on the other side, which we have to remove. So there we go. So now we flip the unit over, and now we have to take off the top lid. And there's that, and lots more dust. So we have to flip back to the T8 momentarily in order to get this metal sheet off. I don't know what the purpose of that is. Then we flip back to the Phillips screwdriver, which I just dropped on the floor. And we take out those 4 power supply screws. They're all the same. Oh, wait, there's a 5th. The 5th one is different. So these 4, which are conveniently marked with little arrows, are all the same. And then this one is different. So now we should be able to pull off the power supply. This appears to be a little antenna, I'm assuming. And there's a little channel to run the wire through so that you can take out the power supply. What am I missing here? Apparently, I took out the wrong Phillips screw on this side. It's actually this one. And that is what's causing me all the problems with the power supply. We take the one that I had taken out before and try to figure out where I took it out from. It was right here. So now we can see the power supply kind of dangling out. All right, let's take this out the rest of the way. And there we go. And disconnect it right there. Oh, and that is nice and dirty, so we're going to take the opportunity to clean this out. So now that we have the power supply out, we have to take off this metal cover. And one stupid T8. So now we should be able to get this metal cover off. Oh, one little screw at the front. Missed that one. You can't even see it. Let me push it back. There's a little different screw right there. Yeah, that's a little dirty. It's got some nice caked stuff on the heatsink. With the metal cover off, cleaned it out. The dust was very sticky, so this was probably in a dusty and humid environment in order to keep everything all stuck together. The dust stuck on it like that. Now we just need to get at the rollers and the inside of the drive. So all we have to do is take out this screw and this screw. Now there's supposed to be a metal clip or something here that is now gone. So I'm assuming that's the previous attempt at cleaning this or fixing it lost that, because it's nowhere around. And then we should be able to just lift this out like so. And yeah, you can see lots of dust and dirt in there. It's not too bad on the top side, but we'll give it a little wipe down, keep it clean. And there's the laser, but there's not a lot of dust inside there. It's really just these rollers, and they're just covered in something. So yeah, there's no tackiness at all on these, so they're not going to be able to suck the disc in or out very easily. So let's get these a clean. We'll get our good friend isopropyl alcohol. So if you just kind of pull up here, you can pull the roller out, and that will give you better access to cleaning it off. Okay, so then the other one just pops off and comes off the little sprocket, the gear that moves it. Give both of these rollers a really good cleaning with isopropyl alcohol, and that should take care of it. Okay, so now we've got these all cleaned up. You can actually feel the difference now. They actually feel a little tacky and a little, rubbery, like they're supposed to be. So I'm just going to give the laser a little wipe with isopropyl and then dry off the excess. So when you put the little white thing in between them, it only goes in one way. So just be mindful of that. And once you get it back together, everything should be good. I'm hoping that that is it, that this drive will be fixed after this. Let's put it back together, see if I'm right. Okay, so we got all the screws put back in on this side. When you put these back in, one is longer than the other. And iFixit's information, I think, is incorrect. I think when they say it's the left one, it's the one from if you're left from the back. But if you drop the screw in of the big one and it only goes in a little tiny bit and it's standing up like almost a half an inch or 3/4 of an inch, Wrong side. Flip them. But anyway, that's back together. So next step is to put the case back on, but I think we have together enough where we can test it. Okay, power and everything is reconnected. Let's see if it takes the disc in. Much smoother. All right, let's try ejecting it. Oh, here we go. Beauty. So to put the top case on, you kind of tuck it down on the back, and then it kind of slides forward, and then it just clips down. And that's it. That's on there. Pretty straightforward. The bottom kind of goes on the same way. Let's see if I can move this up into frame a bit better. So the front just kind of slides into the front of the case, and then you'll notice it just kind of pops down. The only thing you got to watch is the little hard drive cable there, or little caddy pull handle that comes out the side there, and then push it down, and she clicks. Well, that's it for this one. Let's move on to the next PS4 Slim, because it's definitely not as pretty as this one. Okay, here is the other PS4 Slim that I have to work on, and this one I don't think is going to be as pretty inside because it's got some really good dirt marks that you can see on the outside. Like, first off, check out the camera port, and you can see just smug dirt, grime, black, browny stuff all over the place. Just look at that. It's actually like full. The connector is full of this stuff. And you can see it in the vents. There's more there. Let's take a look at this one. Pretty sure I'm going to have to take this one outside and blow it out with my larger air compressor. But yeah, you can see some of the dark brown fuzz. I don't even know what the heck that is, but it's just seems to be everywhere. We'll take the hard drive out, and then we'll snap the lids off and see what we're dealing with. But surprisingly, it works. That's the weird, bizarre thing. All right, this one has never been opened. Oh yeah, it's more of this brown dust fuzz, whatever it is. Ugh. Oh, it's also melted. Like, this is all kind of gooey and cracked, and it looks like it had taken heat. So, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And then all of these connectors are all kind of deformed on the plastic here. Like it took heat in this one corner. I haven't tried putting a disc in this one yet because I don't want to. Until I get some of this dirt cleaned up. Oh, lovely. Yuck. And it's even yuck. Oh, look at all that. Definitely going to take this one outside and blow it out with the big air compressor. Not going to blow this dust around here. At least it's not bugs. You know, bright side it. Well, after blowing it out, it doesn't look that bad inside. The fan was surprisingly clean, which was weird, but on the heatsink, there was this piece, and this is like dirt and something, and it's like melted. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, this like dust and melted stuff was on the heatsink. So I don't know what this thing went through, but it wasn't good. Let's open up the drive. Clean those rollers, dust it out if there's any dust in the drive. Give this thing its best chance of working off the hop. Wow. This has less dust in it than the other one. Actually, the rollers don't even feel that dirty. Like, not even as dirty as the other ones. This is bizarre. This is truly, truly bizarre. Like, even in here is nowhere near as dirty as the other one. I'm shocked. Really, really shocked. This piece fell off when I was outside, so I managed to find it and pick it up. So I don't have to lose this little metal piece that everybody loses. Oh, I sort of think we should give it a test before I button it all back up. All right, let's do that. Okay, let's load up a disk and see what it does. This one's pretty stiff. Okay. All right. Apparently, I can start the application. I'm not going to expect this game to run because, I'm not on the PlayStation network. Not logged in, just running off the disk. Yeah, game seems to be working. Well, this looks to be working just fine now. Well, the drive appears to be working now, so let's shut her down, put her all back together. So, friend of the channel, Isopropyl Alcohol, seemed to make short work of the stains. You can still see that it is stained, but it is way better than it was when I took this out. So let's get this back in here. Well, I have to say I am quite shocked at how well this one cleaned up, considering where it started. It still has the melted spot on the back, but otherwise, it's perfectly clean now. There's still some of the tar gunk everywhere. I didn't clean it perfectly, but this guy is for me, so I wasn't too worried about it. So 2 PlayStation 4 Slim consoles repaired. I don't even know if I mentioned it in the first part of this video, but I got both of these consoles at Goodwill for 50 bucks Canadian. Heck of a bargain. That's it for this video. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.